Close your eyes. Eyes. Eyes.
If you're interested in a personal reading with me, information on how you can do that is in the description box below. Also, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please take the time to click the subscribe button down below, also the notification button, so you can be informed on when I upload new content. If you're a returning viewer or a subscriber, I'd like to thank you for your support and love. It really means a lot to me. If you have any ideas or any type of content that you'd like to see on this channel, please drop it in the comment below or send me a message on the email in the description box and I'll happily do a reading. Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Undercards. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading is the October 2021 energy check-in. We have 6 options to choose from, but you're going to close your eyes and think of a number from 1 to 6. The number that appears in your mind's eye, that's your pile. So let's pause the video, choose a number, let's get to it. Hello, option 1. For those of you who selected the number 1, here's your reading. So we're going to look at your energy in October, right? So we have card number 7, the Sage. Card number 20, Endurance, Rock. We have card number 7, or 7 of Wands, Stress. And we have 7, which is Strength, Courage. Okay. What I'm getting from this is some of you may be going through a very difficult time. It feels like it's carried over from September into October, where you're experiencing a lot of stress, right? This could be trying to get a business off the ground, or stress in your relationships with others, right? Or stress in the workplace, right? Things not really falling into place. Everything that you've planned has not gone according to plan. So what Spirit is saying is that you need to really hang tight, right? Really find the courage to ride through this storm. Because we have here the Endurance card, card number 20, reducing to 2. So during this rocky period, it's very important for you to remain grounded and to be balanced, right? Do not sway, do not shift, because it seems like some of you may have experienced this before, so you have knowledge and wisdom of riding through rough storms. So you need to really tap within, go within, right, and gain the knowledge and wisdom that you've had from previous experiences like this, stressful experiences, and really execute it and apply it to this situation now, right? So whatever past experience that you had, right, that was stressful, how did you overcome it? How did you ride through that storm? Then you should apply it in this situation, this period in your life, because you're built for this. With the Sage and the Strength card, the Courage card, you're built for this. You can definitely ride through this. Yes, things may be taking a while to develop, especially with the Endurance card, and it feels like a never-ending story I'm hearing, but you have the courage to ride through this, and at the end of this, not only are you going to gain knowledge, but you're going to receive your manifestation. Whatever you want the outcome to be, it will happen. But what Spirit wants you to do is to, well, they're testing your patience, really. They're testing your patience. For some of you, it's like this is a test to see if you can walk the talk, right? So whatever you are saying, right, whatever you are sharing with others, whatever wisdom you are sharing with others, now Spirit is having you put that into practice. So can you handle the rough waves, right? How do you overcome certain situations that you're sharing with others? This is very powerful. Also, for some of you, this is saying that maybe you need to see someone, a professional, someone who has a lot of knowledge in a particular area that you are experiencing a lot of stress, maybe a lot of difficulty in. For some, I'm hearing finances, so a financial advisor for some, maybe also a psychologist for some, educational professor, a teacher for others, but this is someone who is an expert in their field. It's important for you to seek guidance from them. For others, it's actually a spiritual healer that you need to speak to regarding a stressful situation, and they'll give you the guidance on how to overcome it or work through it, right? There is light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, this is just an experience that is going to allow you to grow. You're meant to learn, you're meant to gain knowledge from this experience. For some of you, you need to go out into nature and you need to breathe. You just really need to settle into that environment and take it all in, just to calm your nerves a bit, just to relax a bit, just to be grounded a bit, right? On this tree here, you see the leaves are still on the tree and they're green. So abundance will be yours. It is coming. And if you notice here, the roots are exposed. But what happens with the tree is that the roots are going to grow and stretch and then embed back into the earth. It will find its way back to the source. That's what this is saying. So do not worry. This is just a period. This is just a cycle where you're gaining wisdom. Some of you may be feeling alone, or some of you may be needing time alone, some time to really, again, tap into your inner guidance. This has a very hermit vibe, right? During this time of going inwards, you will gain guidance from your higher self. You're going to be tapping into your inner knowing here on how to handle this situation. So you could be connecting with your ancestors, guide, source, where you're going out there really focusing on the self, really listening to your intuition, and it will guide you as to which direction to take on this situation here. Yeah, look at this card here with the monkey wanting to pop this person's balloon. It's for some of you, you're being bullied. You're being bullied. And yes, I'm hearing that you're wise enough to know how to handle this situation. I'm hearing use intelligence and wit to sort this out, to overcome this. So do not react in a way that this person wants you to react, right? They want to pop the balloon so that they get a reaction where you lose it, you lose your cool. But what you need to do is to come up with a strategic plan to really not allow this person to have their negativity rub off on you or to even get to you. Wow, it's a learning curve. For others, this is in the workplace. Someone wants you to mess up. Someone is actually putting obstacles in place for you to mess up. So use your wits, use your wisdom here in order to not fall, to not falter. Do not allow this person to get the better of you. You can ride through this. You are a rock. You are solid, right, in your knowing. Yeah, this feels very much like a workplace vibe, competition. Someone is competing and actually trying to make you fail. You will not fail. You will never fail. Wow. Okay, when it comes to a relationship, the same thing applies, where you don't go down to the level of this person, this monkey here. Don't go down to their level. Always remain at a high vibration and be the example. Be the example that stands out more. So let's get some tarot. I'm using the Curious Creatures Tarot by Chrisanne. Okay. May I have 3 cards, please, for option 1? Interesting. So we have here is card number 7, card number 2, card number 7, and card number 8. Right, so we have 7 and 7. That's for me the number of the divine. So I do see this as a test, right, to see how balanced you are and how balanced you are in certain situations that are presented to you. Right, we have 8 for me. That's divine intervention, but also abundance. So this is a test to see how you react in certain situations. Right? How do you apply your knowledge? How do you listen to your inner voice? your higher self, the guidance of your guides, ancestors, source. If that is the case, you will be rewarded. You will receive your abundance, right? Which is maybe growth, inner growth, spiritual growth, and even actual abundance coming in. Okay, we have judgment. Exactly. Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. That's right. Look, plant the seeds here. Plant the seeds. Whatever you do now, whatever you put in, is you're going to reap the rewards, right? So if you do little and you're stressed out, that's what you're going to be getting in the end. If you are not stressed out and you handle the situation with dignity, right, with confidence, right, and you endure this, you work through this, but you're putting your best foot forward, you'll reap the rewards from that, right? So that's very important. Now, this is your chance with the Judgment card. This is you need to answer the call here. This is your chance to show that everything that you talk and say, you are open and willing to follow it as well. You are capable of doing it, right? Whatever example you're putting out there, you're actually following that. Because with the Page of Pentacles, this is a test. This is actually a lesson for you, but also for those around you, right? Valuable lesson where it's one where you have the choice to either participate or not, lose your cool or be cool and just in this situation. It's completely up to you, whichever way you go with this, with the Knight of Wands, right? It's really up to you, it's saying. It's saying that whatever you put in is what is going to come out, what is going to be given to you. What you put in is what will be returned to you, right? What you invest is what is either going to grow or not, and is based on the type, what energy you put into it, what momentum you put into this situation here, right? So if you allow this to really burn you out, then you're going to end up burnt out in the end. Right? I mean, the Seven of Pentacles, that's exactly what it's saying. What you're investing in this situation is what you're going to get out in return. So what Spirit is saying is that, yes, walk the talk, but also in the work situation, apply your knowledge and wisdom of how you handle certain situations to this, so that you can be the one that's on top. There's no need to be confused. There's no need to be confused here with the Two of Swords. It's saying to listen to your inner guidance as well. Because there's no need to be at a standstill. Listen to your inner guidance as to what direction to take, how to move your chess piece in this situation. Because it feels like I'm really getting work vibes here, like a work environment where this particular situation is going to determine whether you get a promotion or not, how you handle this. And I mean, I've been in a situation like this in the work environment where someone was always trying to provoke me, because I'm someone where I do lose my cool. And I realized exactly what they were doing, and they did not get the reaction that they wanted. I outsmart them, right? And I actually turned the situation, or made the situation work for me, where I got the promotion, right? So it's very, very important to use this. And if you need more guidance, right, especially if you want to speak to a reader on what to do, on how to work through the situation, seek it. if you're not sure about the messages that your higher self is giving you, get a professional reading on this. Get a professional reading. For others, it feels like you are being called toward the path as, well, to change career paths. And it's bringing about a lot of stress because you don't know how you're going to be stepping into this new profession. And they're saying that there's a matter, it's just to invest bit by bit, move at a comfortable pace for you, right? But move. Don't worry too much about the process, like how you're going to get there, or too much on the outcome. Just invest, plant the seed, start the process, start the journey here. That's what it's saying. Just start creating momentum, putting the work in. It's going to take time. For others, it's just there's something that they're working on, or a new career path that they've taken and it's taking a while to take off. Keep going. That's what it's saying. Keep going. Don't get into a space of confusion here. Follow your inner guidance and keep going. Continue to invest. Continue to put the work into it. If you do need, if it's something where financially you're in trouble, yes, still do this, but have a little side hustle, right? Or this could be your side hustle, whichever direction you want to take. We have 20 here twice, 2, 2. So there's definitely a strong need for balance here, right? This change is going to bring about enormous stability here, right? A great amount of balance. And for this decision, when it comes to the work situation where someone is provoking you, or even a relationship, it's saying that you really need to be solid within the self. Your masculine and feminine side, meaning what action you take, when to act and when to pull back, knowing what battles to fight. That's very important in this situation. Okay, let's get an advice card. Can I have an advice card for option 1, please? Okay, so we have here the Owl of Wisdom. Yes, see the truth. Exactly. See through the situation. See the truth. That is so spot on, and I'm getting chills. I'm really getting chills. Let's see what you need to let go of. This whole situation, you know the truth. It's like that your inner knowing is going to tell you exactly how to handle this situation. The truth always prevails here. Okay, what does option 1 need to release in October? Surrender your attachment to results. Look at that. So it says, the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Exactly. Surrender to the outcome, what I said earlier. Beautiful. Okay, now let's get a card for, look, goosebumps. This is ridiculous. This month for option 1, we're going to be using the cards Beautiful Adventure by Sumali. We're going to see what location has great inspiration and insights for you regarding this situation, or for you the month of October. All right, so let's see. May I have a card, please, for option 1? Beautiful. So we have here, this is the extra card, the insert card, where it has the back and the front the same. So for me, this is the wild card, and it's saying to travel. right? So anytime I get this, it's saying you need to travel. Now we're going to find a location for you, right? Again, it's for you to gain inspiration from, or there's insights in that location. So you would do research on maybe the culture, the food, the indigenous practices, just about that country. But Spirit is saying you do need to travel. Okay, so look into that. Okay, what location for option 1, please? Okay, so we have here Sri Lanka. It says retreat, release. Lovely. So look into Sri Lanka, and we have here in this image a train. Look at that bridge. So maybe a train journey somewhere would be a great idea for you, option 1. But look into Sri Lanka. Look into the culture, the clothing, the food, right? The houses, right? Look into the indigenous practices, the religion, all of that. And maybe you'll get inspiration that can help you in this situation, or insights, right? That can help you in this situation. That's beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have Hong Kong. Hub, authenticity, and connect. So yes, always remain authentic, right? Never allow anyone to have you change who you are or sway. So we're gonna get a card from a deck that I use for myself, and I call it the Great Minds deck, and it's quotes from great minds, people that I admire, right? So I use this for myself, and every morning I'll pull a card, and it really helps me to feel really good, raises my vibration. I feel really inspired and uplifted. So let's see, I thought I would use it for you guys. Okay, let's get a card. One card for option 1, please. This one. Innovation comes from a spark of inspiration, Michelle Antoinette. This is one of mine. So I'm going to pull another one, right? But this is always one that makes me smile. Innovation comes from a spark of inspiration. And we're talking about gaining inspiration from the country here, Sri Lanka. So it's really confirming that, yes, look into it. Okay, may I have one more card? Let's pull this one. So it says, if I am not good to myself, how can I expect anyone else to be good to me? Maya Angelou. Exactly. Look at that. Yep, you got to treat yourself right. You got to do you. You got to look out for yourself. It's very important, especially in this situation. If someone is out to get you, if someone is out to have you fall on your face in a situation, there is no need for that. You need to really look out for the self, but use the knowledge, the guidance, the wisdom within in order to overcome this situation. We got 2 owls here. We have this owl, see the truth, and we got the owl on the sage. Look at that. Yep. You have the wisdom within to overcome this situation, to make October be one where you are actually stepping into your power. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the number 2, here's your reading. So we're going to look at your energy in October. So we have here the 10 of air, card number 16, clarity, mountain, and we have the Queen of Fire, sharing. What I'm getting from this is you're actually gaining clarity on a situation in your life. You're actually closing out a cycle where if this is like a business idea or a project that you're working on, it's now ended the idea thought stage, and now you're ready to put it into action, right? You're ready to share this idea with the greater public, or to share it with others, to allow it to create it, really, right? To make it tangible. So you're now understanding exactly what you need to do in order to make this happen, right? In a relationship, you're seeing the relationship for what it is. Maybe your role in the relationship or the other person's role, but you're now seeing what needs to be done in order to move forward, right? In this connection. But most important thing is that one cycle is ended, and for some of you it was a really tough cycle, but you're able to learn from it. You gain all the wisdom from that whole, for the entire experience, and now you're ready to move forward into the next phase, like actually stepping into your power here with the Queen of Fire. For some of you, it's sharing your wisdom with others, sharing your experiences with others. But it's saying that you know exactly what you want here. The obstacles are behind you. You know exactly where you need to be and what you want and how you're going to go about it, right? But this experience here with the Ten of Fear, it's transformed you. So there's a sense of ascension, of growth here, right? So this cycle of the mind space, the mental body, you've actually now leveled up or ascending to the next level, right? We have an eye here and we have the clarity card. So you're actually seeing where you need to be, where you want to go. And you actually, for some of you, you also know how to overcome certain obstacles that you may face, right? Where it will work out in your favor with the Queen of Fire and all these abundance, right? The sunflower and the fruits and the light. The candle is like guiding you. Your intuition is guiding you along this path. Okay, so we have 10 and 16, that's 7. So this is again a new cycle, and 7 for me is the divine, right? So this is a cycle where the divine has actually guided you along this path now to this new phase, this new cycle where you're going to apply all that you know from the previous cycle, all the lessons, into this new phase of your life, this new project, this new relationship or existing relationship, but the changes are now being applied, right? New job. But yes, it's definitely, or the new way of seeing yourself. It's like you've taken the time to, I'm hearing sleep on it. You're sleeping on it, but you in sleeping on it, you're now processing this whole phase here, this whole cycle, and how it affects you and how it affects others. Wow. Okay, let's get some tarot. I'm using the Curious Creature Tarot by Chris Ann. May I have 4 cards? Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. So we have 2 10s now. We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. And the Lovers. We have the Fool. And then we have the Empress. Wow, this is gorgeous, guys. This is gorgeous. Oh my word. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Pentacles. So this is actually you now seeing a way forward. Right? This is you seeing a way to restore balance in your family life, your relationships. What I'm hearing is how you can still be an individual, with the Empress while being in a connection. That's for some. It's like balancing your connection and your individuality, still maintaining that level of being an independent and powerful person in your connection, not really losing yourself in your connection. That's what it's showing me. It's like seeing where you stand for some, knowing exactly how to handle a situation where it will work out for your benefit and the benefit of others all involved, where there's a new beginning, a choice for a new exciting and creative beginning, a beginning where everyone is open to expressing their true feelings, like being honest about how they feel, right? It's like taking a leap forward on this new path of discovering and respecting not only yourself but all involved. This can also be a new venture. It's like you're finding your creative spark, right? You're finding that thing, that idea that is going to bring you the greatest abundance, right? That is going to bring you continuous abundance, especially with the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. This is like long standing. This is ongoing, but this is long standing abundance here. This is that saying when they say you're sitting on a gold mine. So this idea, for some of you, this business idea, is one where it will bring an incredible amount of abundance. But what is very important is that you have to be open to taking a risk, right? A risk of sharing this with others. Because I again, this is another part where I can relate, and it happened to me, where I created a product, right? I've always been like that, very innovative, very always wanting to create something that's never been created before, right? So I created a product and I presented it. Everything was just perfect. I was actually putting it into action and got the packaging done, the product, everything was all set. And it was time to present it to a company. And I presented it to a company, and that company was very enthusiastic about it. It was great. We're in talks about sales, like how much we're going to sell it for, cost, etc. And all of a sudden things was quiet with them. And I would communicate with them, call them, and I would just not hear a dickies. And it was just, okay, we'll deal with it in the next 2 months or whatever. It was always pushback. It was always, oh, we're overwhelmed with work, we'll focus on that later. Well, that went on for a year. And mind you, they had a sample of my product. And that following year, I went into their store and I saw my product in the shop, different packaging, the concept and everything, even the slogan, similar, but they just renamed it, but it's very close to mine. And I was actually like shocked, terrified, felt betrayed. So, and the crazy thing is, this is something that my heart and soul went into it. And once I shared it, it was taken by not someone, a company that was greater, much more wealthy than myself. And they ran with it. And to this day, people are enjoying this thing that I created. And this company is getting all the credit. Yes, why didn't you sue? Well, apparently with what I created, you can't sue. Right? So that was a valuable lesson. I learned a lot from that experience. But one thing that I have taken from it is I will never be afraid of presenting my products or ideas out there in the fear of someone stealing it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to always put it out there because Spirit has my back. There's a reason. that happened, right? There was a few things that I tweaked, yes, after the fact, but I will never be afraid of putting anything out there, any idea, any product. I won't. I won't. So that's the same thing for you, where with sharing this amazing idea, don't be afraid, but make sure that you look at all the details, right? Well, you do have clarity here as to how to protect this thing that you have created, right? So that there's not stolen by lazy people, especially with the Five of Pentacles here, right? So make sure that everything is fully covered, so that in the event that someone steals your idea, you can sue them, right? Or you can come up with an arrangement where, because it's your idea, and of course through the courts there will be proof that you will be getting half of those sales. So you let them do the legwork and you just collect, right? So you can have that arrangement, and then you can invent something else, or invent something similar that you've originally invented and make money off of it on top of it. So anyway, that's just a different lesson there. But anyway, so it's showing that there's great abundance here, but you have to take that leap. Or as a matter of fact, it's showing that you are already in flight. So you're already in movement here in October, right? So this is you actually, the momentum is building. The momentum is building. And if this is a connection, it's one where it's really developing. This feels like heading into marriage. It's like a new cycle. For some connection, this feels like you're on the path to marriage here. There's a bit of fear with the Five of Pentacles, the fear of losing a good thing. But Spirit is saying don't worry, because after the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups. Everything is okay, right? Don't fear, don't stress. Everything is okay. You've gone through this tough cycle. You know exactly what you need to do in order to, again, move forward. It's time for you now to step into your abundance. And in doing that, you're sharing what you have, the wisdom or the idea, etc. And you're actually taking that leap, right? You're taking that leap. That's beautiful. Spirit is walking with you. But we got the 2 tens here. And it's like this energy of again, betrayal, or not even betrayal. It's just enlightenment, really, especially with this deck. It's more enlightenment and being self-aware as to your full greatest potential here. This is you really, for some of you, it's like you're realizing that what you have is like amazing. Like it's almost that epiphany, like, oh my God, I actually have a great relationship, or oh my gosh, I have this amazing product or idea that can really bring about a lot of abundance for me and my family. Or oh my God, I'm so beautiful, I'm so abundance loving, I can have children, right? It's just that realization. It's a lot of waking up to the self, gaining clarity. It feels like the shades, you're taking off the shades, the glasses, the sunglasses, and now you're seeing clearly. That's gorgeous. Okay, let's see. Let's get some advice here. Okay, so we have here embrace spirit with his ego. That's right, the messenger. We have the messenger here, and it ties in, and the bottom of the deck says focus and then act, which is exactly what you're doing. So we have here embrace spirit. Spirit is actually opening this door for you to now step out into, to step into this energy here in October. This is like incredible abundance. And again, it's up to you if you're going to accept this opportunity, this connection, this ascension. It's up to you. It's gorgeous. Okay, what do you need to release this month? any? Okay, what does option 2 need to release this month? Okay, so they got 2. So we have surrender procrastination. And then we have surrender your fear of intimacy. You can't make this up, guys. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. I mean, the cards are saying it, but the cards are saying that you will be moving this month. There's a lot of momentum. Then we have here, surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Exactly. So Spirit again is on you, on this situation. Spirit is always with you, and it's saying that embrace this gift because you've definitely overcome a tough period and you've passed the test. So now it's time for you to reap the rewards. But Spirit is also sending you signs, right? Messages for some clear audience, and also visions in dreams, but also daydreams as well. But those are signs that this is coming, right? It's time for you to move. Take action. That's beautiful. Now we're going to see, using the beautiful adventure cards by Simile, what country will offer you inspiration or insights regarding this situation or for this month. Okay, may I have a country, please? So we have here South Africa. We have South Africa. It says dynamic, fresh, uplifting. Look at that beach. Beautiful. So look into South Africa, the culture, the food, the fashion, the houses, the decor, all of that, to gain inspiration, right? That can help you in this situation, or insights that can help you in this situation, or just give you that kick to move and grab this with both hands, being open to receive. Now I'm going to pull a card from a deck that I use, my own personal deck that I use for myself. It's called Great Minds, and it's quotes from writers or really inspiring people, right, that are uplifting and inspiring for me. I pull one every morning, right? So Spirit said to share this with you. May I have a card, please? There. So we have, I want all my senses engaged. Let me absorb the world's variety and uniqueness. Exactly. It's absorbing everything in your surroundings. And this is a quote from Maya Angelou. Right? That's beautiful. Really stepping out there and just being open to everything. Right? Just being open to the beauty of the world. Just the variety of the people in it as well, the animals in it, the plants in it, just everything that is different to yourself. Just really embracing it and having, just seeing the wonderful and beautiful aspects of that. Just why we are here. And just how you have ridden through this obstacle, this whole tough period. And now you're seeing exactly how spirit works, how manifestation works, how the human mind works, etc. But you're seeing how unique you are, or how everyone or everything in this world is unique, is different. And that's okay, because that's what we embrace, right? And Spirit loves all of us. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the number 3, here's your reading. So let's look at your October energy. So we have the 10 of fire. Beautiful. Card number 37, attraction, magnetism. And then we have 9 of Pentacles, ripeness. What I'm getting from this is October is a month of you now stepping out, ready to step out and be noticed, to be seen, to you're ready to share your skills, your knowledge, your craft, what you have to offer the world. It feels like for you guys, some of you, you've been developing a skill, right? Or really working on yourself, right? It's like this is a pile where when you're doing something, you do it, you want to master it, right? You want to know your craft inside out. And for others where it's more of a personal journey, it's like you want to work on all aspects of yourself, shadow and light. You want to make sure that everything is in order, everything is the best it can be. A slight perfectionist, right? Now, what I'm getting from this is that it is time for you to step out. Step out and be noticed, right? You're going to attract the right people towards you, right? Because all this wisdom or the wisdom of your skill, right? Or even the self again, you're going to draw the right people towards you because now you are vibrating at a higher level, right? A higher frequency. So if this is a skill, right? So you have a product or something that you need to share with others, because you not only know it inside out, but you're confident about what you do. There's no doubt whatsoever. You're going to be attracting people because they trust you. They can see that you're confident in what you do and you know your craft, right? They're not going to be tricked or deceived by you. That energy is not even going to be oozing off of you or coming off of you. So it is time. So don't be afraid of taking the necessary steps towards sharing what you have to offer with the world, right? You will get the right people in. We have the attraction card here, magnetism, right? And it's saying that they will come. And we have card number 37. That's 10. So that's this new cycle now. It's like the cycle of developing and mastering your craft is over. And this new cycle now is to be seen. And look at the light. It's time to be seen. You're going to also receive guidance from the higher realms for what to do. Because you're in alignment. You're in complete alignment now with your angels, ancestors, guides, source, the universe, but also your higher self. So you will not disappoint. You're not going to fail. So don't worry. I mean, I'm looking at the bottom of this deck, and I haven't shuffled it yet for your pile, but it says the Fool. Take the leap. Take the leap. You know, you're ready with the ripe card. You don't want to. You don't want to get too ripe. That's what I'm hearing. You don't want to get too ripe. No procrastinating here. Right? You don't want to get ripe where look at that, the fruits are just falling off the tree. It's the right time now to step out. It's saying to also approach this with childlike wonder. So not have your outcome in place, but be open to it shifting slightly. You know, just enjoying what you do. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process here. Take rest every now and then when you're feeling overwhelmed. Okay, may I have... We have the Six of Wands. I mean, seriously. That's victory and recognition. It is time to step out. The Fool, point 2. Oh my gosh. 2.0, the Fool. Taking that leap. The previous card, the dog was in flight. This one, you're now just about to step off the ledge. It's saying, come on, you can do this. Queen of Swords. Cutting away fears. But being authentic, right? It's saying to also be vulnerable. Be open to being vulnerable with the Queen of Swords. One more. The Hermit. Okay, with that card, I'm hearing, listening to your inner guidance. We have the High Priestess on the bottom. I mean, seriously, right? Some of you, this is actually a spiritual journey or practice that you're wanting to start. You've been practicing and you're waiting to really be more well seasoned in order to step forward. Now is the time. Right now is the time. This can also be setting up a channel, a YouTube channel, or a website, a business blog, start reading for people. It just all depends. Or this can also be a healing business where you're again, you're training to be a Reiki practitioner or energy healing practitioner, or making like how can I, botanicals, healing botanicals. And now is the time to step out. Now is the time to shine your light. Right? Don't worry too much about the outcome or how you're going to get there. Listen to your inner guidance here. Listen to your higher self, especially with the Hermit. Look at the light. Your higher self is going to guide you along this path, on this journey, right? We have the Queen of Swords is also a channeler, right? So you're going to be hearing accurate information from spirit and your higher self. So please do not worry, do not doubt it. Do not doubt it. You will know when it's true because you feel it in your heart center when it is true. Right? It's saying that victory is yours. Be prepared to take this leap into the unknown, yes, but trust your gut. Listen to your intuition as to what path to take or where to turn or what approach to take on this journey, right? This could apply to any area of your life. So it could be work, it could be relationship, health, etc. Right? It is saying to really tap into your inner wisdom, right? That's what it's really screaming here. You are ready. It's also saying to be shrewd with the Queen of Swords, right? So don't be nobody's fool, right? So it's just saying, look, when you have to speak or communicate, make sure that it is truthful, right? If it is something where if you're trying to sell yourself and let's say that you don't have much experience, you can tell the truth, but you can, how can I put it? Kind of make it a bit colorful so it's not a lie, right? But you're highlighting your strengths, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. Also is highly intelligent, but there's a slight arrogance, and that arrogance is saying that, look, I am better than such and such, but not putting that other person down, but you're implying it. So there's an air of extreme confidence bordering on arrogance, but that confidence is the thing that is going to get you that attention, having people draw or be attracted to you. So mind you, you're not putting anyone down. You're not saying such and such is crap and I'm better. No, you're just saying that I am best at, and then you kind of finish the sentence off, but you're selling yourself, but you're speaking the truth, right? In selling yourself. So again, your higher self, your intuition is going to guide you along this path. And for some of you, you don't even need to do that, right? All you're doing is that you're just having, you're making clear communication, right, in what you're doing, and then people will be attracted to you because they can see that you're highly skilled at what you do. For someone, it's channeling here. I can totally see that with the staff, with the Hermit. The Rhino has the staff with the light. We have the Queen of Swords with her sword, right? Those swords and staff, it's like a channel for spirit. So you're going to be communicating guidance for others on behalf of spirit. And it's saying that to really don't fear being recognized. Okay, I have another message for someone. I'll finish that. But again, to not second guess the guidance that's coming in, right? Like second guessing meaning, is it me or is it spirit? You will know I'm hearing. Now, yes, now I just had like a mental fog there. Right, now for someone that is doing videos, right? So they already have YouTube videos. It is time for you to show yourself, right? It's time for you to take that plunge and show your face. That's if you were considering it. It's saying it's time to show your face. Don't worry about that, right? So this is, again, if you're being prompted by spirit to do that, or your higher self to do that, to show yourself on your YouTube, etc., it's time to do that. It's the right time. That's for someone. And I'm hearing, okay, let's get some advice. Yeah, show your true self. Yeah, I'm getting also for someone where, ooh, now I know there's no relationship cards on here, but if someone is has a crush on someone, or they just have feelings for the person, it's time to reveal yourself. So not necessarily like say I like you very much and, you know, blurt it out like that. No, but just start to show that you like the person through gestures, or just maybe even just start communicating with them. So this could be someone that you're watching, right? You're watching them, so they don't know that you're watching them. Now it's time for you to speak up. Just, you know, as simple as hi or whatever. Just start a conversation. That's for someone. The time is right. Okay. So we have here, wash away your burdens. I can see that. So what, bottom of the deck, let go of the old. Now, washing away your burdens, this is like the fears that is holding you back from stepping forward, right? This is the fear of looking like a failure, or looking like you don't know what the hell you're doing. Right? So, and many people do go through this. Many of us go through this where we are just out for perfection. We're trying to master what we do so that we don't look like a fraud. Now, it's to wash away that fear and burden, that thought process of feeling like a failure or feeling like a fraud. Why would you think that? Right? Why would you think that you are amazing? You're actually doing something that many people wish that they could do, right? Whether that be mastering yourself on a personal level or a skill. No need to doubt yourself or second guess yourself or think that you're not worthy of, because you are. Release that burden. There's room for everyone, right? Okay, let's see what you need to let go of. Look at that, blossoming. It's time for you to blossom. Look at, for that person that needs to show themselves, look at that face. It's time to show your face. Ah, dear. Okay, may I have a card for option 3? What do they need to surrender this month? Thank you. Surrender to trust. Exactly. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Exactly. Again, listening to your higher self, listening to your intuition on what to do. Right? On when to leap. But October is definitely a wonderful time for you to really consider it, right? Really consider it. Now, I'm going to pull a card from the Beautiful Adventure Oracle by Sum Lee, and this card is going to be a card where you would look up the country to gain inspiration or insights on this situation, right? Now, the country, you can look up the culture, the food, the people, the housing, the decor, the religious practices, everything, right? So just look it up and you might gain some insights on this situation, or insights for October, or inspiration. Let's see. What country should option 3 look into? Okay, so we have here South Korea, and it says famous romance soul. Seriously, oh my gosh, look at that. South Korea, famous romance soul, recognition, famous. Beautiful. Right, so look into South Korea, look at their dishes, their cultural dishes. Look at the environment, just the landscape, the people. Look at the houses again, the decor, jewelry, right? I'm hearing night sky, so lightings maybe in the night sky. But look into that and you will draw and gain inspiration from that country to apply to your October. Now we're going to pull the final card from a deck that I have created for myself. I use this deck for inspiration every morning, and I call it the Great Minds deck. So it's quotes from great minds, people that I admire. Okay, this card wants to come out for you, and it says, I believe that every person is born with talent. Maya Angelou. See that? That's beautiful. Yes, you certainly are born with talent, right? One that you have mastered. And this could be the talent of the self or talent skill. But everyone has a talent, and it doesn't mean that it's always creative, right? Like meaning, like arts and crafts and all that. It doesn't always have to be that. You could be a very talented surgeon, accountant, right? You can be a talented builder, painter, right? Home decorator type painter, right? It just all depends. But you're seeing talent is you are a master at your skill. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 4. For those of you who selected the number 4, here's your reading. So let's see your energy for October. So we have here the 3 of air. Card number 5, to make equal, the equator. And we have the 4 of Pentacles, the miser. Okay, what I am getting from this for you guys, option 4 for October. Now this is immediately popping out at me that you are going to be really learning from your experiences this month. So experiences from the previous month, you're going to be seeing or gaining the wisdom from that and applying it into this month, right? It's almost like a situation, one that probably was a very tough one, possibly painful, not necessarily painful, but possibly painful or disappointing. You've learned from it. So this month you're going to actually kind of gain understanding on that situation, right? From maybe last month or previous month. It's that aha moment where it's like, oh yeah, that's why that happened. Okay, well I won't make that mistake again, right? It's one of those for October. You're going to be coming into balance. So this aha moment, this wisdom, right? It's going to allow you to make certain changes in your life. And for some of you, it's knowing what information to share with others and what to keep to yourself, right? With the miser card. For some of you, there is no need for you to have someone know everything about you, right? Sometimes you need to keep a bit of mystery. So there needs to be a healthy balance, what you divulge and what you keep to yourself, right? It's also, I'm hearing for some connections, right, relationships or friendships, where not giving everything that you have to someone, keeping it some things for yourself. That can be, for someone it's monetary stuff, where you're you would give the shirt off your back or your last penny to someone and not help yourself or not give to yourself. And what Spirit is saying for this month, you need to have a healthy balance. You know, this card says to make equal, and that means that not to neglect yourself, right? Yes, give to others, help others, but always reserve some for yourself, because you need that in order to move forward. You need that for the wheel to move, right? The cogs to work. If you're not looked after, if you're not in a good place, you can't help anyone else. And it will, of course, lead to disappointments, more Three of Swords situations, even though this is not the Three of Swords, traditional Three of Swords, but it's that thing where it leads to disappointment, right? And this is not the month where you're going to be doing that anymore, because you've learned the lessons. Now, this is also sharing, communicating, and sharing your wisdom of certain experiences with others, communicating how you are feeling with others, right? Communicating your truth, your wisdom. Also, having power behind your words with the dragon in the back. So all this knowledge that you've gained from personal experiences and through books, learning from others' experiences, you're also going to share that with others, but you have power behind you, right? I hope you're understanding what I mean. It's like your knowledge and the knowledge that you've absorbed from outside influences, it makes you stronger, right? Because you're able to see the lessons, to process the lessons in certain situations, right? Now, this is also balancing your shadow and light self. So it's not, when it comes to the Miser card, the Four of Pentacles, it's not you being selfish by looking after yourself or withholding certain information. It is certainly not that. You do need to have a sense of mystery, an element of mystery, but more importantly, again, reserving certain things for yourself. Right? With the owl, it's like using your smarts, I'm hearing. Using your smarts. There's a sense of being strategic, especially with the dragon here. Right? The dragon is peering over this youth while he reads. And it's saying to know, you knowing your power. Knowing how to play your cards. Right? Right. That's what it's saying. Knowing how to play your cards right. Knowing when to pull back and when to share. Yeah, look at the key that he's wearing around his neck. That key. It all stems from you. This is all you. On this whole dynamic here, how you're treated by others, it's based again on how much you give, right? Are you giving too much? Or are you giving too little? So there needs to be a balance. You have to look at your situation and base it on that. So if you're really running into brick walls and you are not giving enough or doing enough, that's a sign that you need to probably open up a bit more, right? And then of course, if you are being taken advantage of because you give too much, it's time to pull back and keep certain things to yourself. Right, it's just seeing that the signs, but also having a healthy balance. Again, when to move, when to pull back, when to give, when to receive. It's just that healthy balance. And it's saying that once you put this dance, right, this practice into action starting October, you're going to feel more empowered, especially with the dragon, right? And with the owl, you're going to know how to, again, play this chess game. That's what I'm hearing. It's like a chess game. I'm hearing you're going to definitely know how to play this, because we have three. This is interesting. Card number 3, 4, and 5. Right? 3, personal development. right? So this is you again, from the learning the lessons and growing from it. 5, that's a change that you're putting into action. In with 4, to build stable foundations, to be stable within the self, right? When you're putting things into practice, you're not swayed. That's beautiful. That is gorgeous. For some of you, it's studying. You're learning. You're right. Okay. For someone, you are studying, right? And there's someone around you that they're not putting in the work, and they're coming for you to do all the work for them, like you giving them the answers. It's time to pull back. With the Miser card, again, keep certain things to yourself. Allow this person to go and do the work as well. Because look at that, with this dragon pairing over the person, it's like you're studying and they're trying to like copy you. I mean, that's a situation where you're doing a test and they're kind of trying to get the answers from you, but they too are more than capable of studying for themselves. So be mindful of that. Don't give too much. That's for someone. Okay, for another person, there is someone in your life that is withholding from you, and what you need to do is again pull back. So if you're doing a lot of the giving, right, and they're not, it's time for you to pull back your energy to restore balance. Yeah, step into your power here. Okay, so we have here the 2 of Pentacles, balance again. Okay, the Fool and the 9 of Pentacles. King of Swords, that's right. Bottom of the deck, we have Death, transformation. This is a change, and of course it ties in, right, with card number 5, which is all about change. Now, we have the 2 of Pentacles, so there's a sense of restoring balance, and we have here again to make equal. So it's confirming that there needs to be balance in this situation. Again, how much you give, how much you put out, and what comes in. So it's also not being overwhelmed. So not taking on too much to the point where this egg that you're standing on cracks. Right? You don't exactly want to take on too much that you can't handle. So it's very important to, for some of you, sharing the responsibilities with others, right? So this is also saying, again, the Fool card, really moving in the direction of looking out for the self, right? Moving into the direction of just focusing on your own personal well-being here, right? With the 9 of Pentacles. Not really giving 2 hoots about anyone else but yourself. And it's not being selfish at all. Not in this case. Because you've had past experiences where you've been burned, and now you've learned the lessons, right? On what to do in order to prevent the situation where you're getting the short end of the stick, and that is to look out for the self. Make sure that you are in a position of harmony with the self, but you are comfortable. You're not going to be burdened, right? This is going to work out for your highest good. It's also saying don't hesitate to take the leap. Don't hesitate, because this dog is in flight. Don't hesitate. Just go for it. Just go for it. Just make that shift. With the Death card at the bottom, just make that shift immediately. So we have here the King of Swords. And when it does come to the situation where you're actually pulling back your energy or how much information you share, make sure that it is truthful. But this is also the card of being strategic. So it ties in with sharing information that you want to share, but not sharing everything, right? Holding back and keeping certain things to yourself. This is all about being strategic here. Strategic to get ahead with the 9 of Pentacles, right? Yeah, with that student situation where this person is actually coming to you in order to get all the answers and they're not putting the work in, you're gonna have to be strategic. You're gonna have to be strategic here, because you can't put in all this work for yourself to excel only for someone else to try to bring you down or pull you down. You cannot do that. You have to restore balance where you give them only enough. It could even be, look, go read page 46. That's where the information is on that particular topic. So you're going to be sharing that type of information with them to allow them to put the work in and to help themselves, right? Not spoon feeding them. That's done, because you're all about looking out for yourself. You're not about taking on more than you can handle. That's done. You're moving out to that phase now. You're cutting this foolishness. And look at that, the devil underneath that. Codependency. Look at that. Absolutely not. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this could be applied again in any area of your life. The message just kind of slotted in, and the insights that you're receiving when it comes to, again, when to take action, when to pull back, how much information you share and how much you keep for yourself. You can apply it to anything, right? Now let's get some advice. So we have here, know you belong. Know you belong. So there's a sense of feeling different. And then bottom of the deck, we have be a shapeshifter. Yep, you got to adapt to the situation. Adapt to the situation when it comes. So whatever situation is thrown at you, again, know how much to share and how much to keep to yourself. So we have know you belong. So if some of you feel like an outsider, embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your uniqueness. That's what it's saying. It is okay to be you. It is okay to be different. It is okay to want to be alone sometimes, to keep to yourself. It is okay to be authentic. Right? It is okay to not want to share everything with others. You know, it's okay. You got to do you. You will feel the situation out based on, again, what your intuition is guiding you to do. Right? Okay, so let's get a card from the beautiful Adventure Oracle by Sun Lee. So we're going to pull a country, and that country might have some inspiration or insights that you can apply to your October. So let's see. May I have a card for, whoops, too many. May I have a card for, okay. Right, we have France. And it says love, art, beauty. Eiffel Tower. You're going in the right direction, right? This path where, again, you're coming into balance, it's the right thing for you, with especially with the Eiffel Tower that looks like an arrow. But it says here love, art, and beauty. This is you embracing who you are, loving who you are, right? Loving your uniqueness, embracing it, and actually not being afraid to just applying it, just living it, just being it. That's what it's saying. Look at the pink evening sky here. And pink is all about unconditional love. It's like not having how someone treats you validate who you are or even your worth. It's you needing to know your worth and to know your value. But definitely looking out for yourself and keeping some of this specialness for you, and knowing what you want to share with others or how much you want to share with others. That's gorgeous. Let's see what you need to release. What do you need to let go of? One card, please. For this option for me to let go of. Thank you. Almost fell in that water. Right. So it says, surrender to the wisdom of your body. So it says, listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. Thank you. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. Exactly. Intuition, gut feeling. Your body's going to tell you how to react in this situation or any situation that you face where this is required. Right? Gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from a deck that I created for myself. This is, I call it the Great Minds deck, and it's quotes from great minds, people that I think are great minds. Right? So I pull one of these every morning for myself. It really inspires me, it uplifts me, and Spirit said to share it with you guys. Okay. May I have a card for option 4? Thank you. So we have, I think a hero is any person really intent on making this a better place for all people. Maya Angelou. That's right. That's what a hero is all about. That's what a hero is all about. Their intention is to create a better place for all people, right? A better environment for all people. That's gorgeous. And in this case, you're doing it for yourself, right? You're doing it for yourself, but you are doing it for the others because, again, you're not putting yourself out where you're divulging too much. There is a weird reaction or energy, and then you're responding to that. And based on how you respond, that could shift the energy of just the environment on a whole. So you could create a bad atmosphere because you feel that people don't understand you or whatever. It's just how they react. So that's very, very important. So when you understand how to apply this natural and healthy balance, it does create that important shift where you will be good and everyone else will be good because they don't need to know all that information, everything, right? So that's excellent. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 5. For those of you who selected the number 5, here's your reading. Let's see your energy in October. So we have here the 9 of Air. Card number 18, Solidity, Inner Core. And then we have here, this is the Star, Silence. Okay, what I am getting from this is a deep, deep, deep connection with the universe, right? October is going to be a month where you are connecting with the oneness of the universe, the collective, right? Collective consciousness. This is a deep awareness of the self, the collective, the universe, source, and everything in between, right? It feels like an ascension for this group, spiritual ascension. For some of you, a small number, it's like an awakening, but a really intense one, where you feel like you've been ripped apart, only to come back together, completely different. It's in this card here, Inner Core, Solidity. There's two sides of this person, two different faces, right? And they're being ripped apart. Spirit has stepped in. Your ancestors, guides, right? Those from the higher realms have stepped in to transform you into this pure and divine being. This great being that has a deep understanding of universal law, the collective, a deep understanding of themselves, why we're here, of Gaia, of the galactic ancestors, right? You are being handed the keys to understanding the universe. For some of you, you're tapping into the Akashic records, right? You're meditating and actually traveling deeper because you're seeking the answers to the deep questions within. This is like cellular questions, right? Questions that your soul craves, and spirit has handed you the keys to now gain this understanding, gain this wisdom. And it's for you to share with others. It's going to bring great healing for you as well. It's going to bring deep healing, deep understanding of the purpose of the source. I'm hearing it's because, okay, this is like you and source coming together as one, right? Now we all are connected to source, but this is you're going to be working on behalf of source, right? You were chosen for this. We have card number 9 twice. So we have 9 and then we have 18 reducing to 9. That is beautiful. For some of you, it's yes, there is time travel. So this is shamanic journeying as well, I'm getting. So you're traveling back to the past. Now this is really bizarre what I'm getting. And this is for someone, or maybe even how many, 2 people, where you guys are actually traveling to the past to gain insights on how to, or practices, things to apply to the future to help us move forward on a path of greater abundance, greater connection to ourselves, greater connection with the land, greater connection with the ancestors, for the younger generation to have a greater understanding of themselves and how to be more self-sufficient and to create a better future for their offsprings. It is like with the star here, an upside down. Look at that. An upside down. And this is like you're gaining insights, the light. You're seeing the light. What was dark and hidden and was just a feeling, now you're going to be seeing it clearly. Yeah, you are the eagle. See the eagle on her eye here. The messenger. The torchbearer here. That's gorgeous. Okay, so October is very exciting for you guys. So we have 9, 9, and 8. Abundance. Divine intervention, abundance. So this is like, woo. Okay, earth shattering. Wow. So we have card number 21, the world. We have the 4 of wands. Okay, we have the wheel of fortune. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, can we have one more? Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the sun. That's gorgeous, guys. That's really beautiful. This is such a deep month. This is a month of deep insight and also enlightenment, especially with the sun here, right? We have the world here. So this is something that you're going to be sharing, or you're meant to be sharing with the world, but this can also mean travel. So travel meaning physical travel or astral travel. So there's going to be a lot of that. But we have here with the 4 of wands, this is like bringing about stability. So the whole idea is to try to bring stability to the world. So this insights that you're getting, all of this wisdom and guidance that you're receiving from the universe is meant to help the collective to become more stable, not only within themselves, but in their environment, in their home environment, because this feels very much so like the stable family unit. right? Building a stable family unit from this point on, right? So we also have here the Wheel of Fortune. So it's changing our fortunes based on what we put in. The energy that we put into something can change the outcome, the direction that we're taking. This is also learning from the past, learning the lessons, right, from shifts in our circumstances. So like in our what's going on in the present, we're learning from the circumstance of not standing in our power, right? So that's a lesson here. So we've learned a valuable lesson. So you were brought here, or you were actually chosen this month to gain the insights, to share all of this wisdom with the collective on how to shift, how to change their fortune for the better, what they need to do in order to have a better outcome, a stable outcome, a stable world, a stable home life, a stable family setup, right? Be stable within the self for the future, to apply it to the future, or for their highest good with the sun. And it all stems from what the Chariot follows, is really coming into alignment and being determined to this outcome, to this positive outcome, using the guidance and applying it, being dedicated to it, right? Willing to stand up. Wow, this is beautiful, guys. With the Seven of Wands, for what you believe in, right? So that's gorgeous. Ooh, and then I got one more. I'm just pulling these all from the bottom of the deck to restore balance with the Two of Cups. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So you guys are going through this, and actually you're meant to be sharing all this information with the collective, so that it's like giving them how can I put it? It's like a manual, a guide as to how to tap into this energy and to have more fortunate outcomes, right? A lot of this is also working together, right? Working together, and that's what you're learning, you're seeing. But it's also you're seeing that a cycle is closing, right? By closing out this cycle and learning from it, right? You can change your fortunes for the better. That's beautiful, guys. That is beautiful. That is such a gift that Spirit has blessed you with, right? Wonderful mission here. Okay, let's get some advice. For others, where this is applying it to other areas of your life, it's saying that a cycle is closing, and you're actually, what you've learned from the previous cycle, or what you've invested in this previous cycle, is going to bring about more stable opportunities, and opportunities where you can build on your abundance, right? So that's what it's saying. It's like you're learning from everything that you've learned from your previous cycle. So let's say things that you've learned from January all the way to September. You've learned what you need to do in order to have opportunities come towards you, or how to grow your abundance, or what you need to do to improve your life or your relationships, to bring about more stability. How to be more solid, especially in a connection as well. How to be more solid. You become more solid when you're solid within yourself, right? Happy within yourself. So we have here, share your thoughts seriously. With that dragon. Okay, and I have to show you this one. It's just on the bottom of the deck here. Heed the messengers. Yo, you guys are getting messages, right? You are the messengers, but more importantly, share your thoughts. Share the information that you are given with the world. Okay, we have this dragon here, so they're very powerful. They're heartfelt messages, and messages that is going to again inspire people, uplift people, and allow them to stand into their power, step into their power here. Really see that they are divine beings. Okay, now we're going to pull a card from the beautiful Adventure Oracle by Sumley. We're going to pull a country, and this country may give you insights or inspiration on your October or this situation. Now you can Google this country, learn about the culture, the food, the people, the buildings, the fashion, the jewelry, everything, the body of water for you guys. But wow, I just said that, and Maldives, turn around. This is hilarious. So we got the Maldives, recharge, hydrate. Some of you drink some water, right? Or recharge your batteries by water, being by water, or taking a bath, like a spiritual bath, herbal baths, right? I'm hearing herbal teas for some, drinking more herbal teas, but more importantly, drinking water and putting your feet in water. So look at that. The Maldives you have. And that's a country where you do the research, right? Look up the food, the people, the culture, the clothes, the buildings, the decor. Again, beautiful waters and gain inspiration or important insights for your October. I'm hearing climate as well, the weather. Okay, let's see what you need to release. What do you need to let go of? Okay. What does option 5 need to let go of? This one. One card, please. Nope, too many. Okay, what? No. Okay, we won't have to do. What does option 5 need to let go of? Thank you. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Oh, that's so beautiful, guys. It says, we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. Exactly. Exactly. This is just embracing your wonderful divine selves. That's so lovely. I love that. Your magic to yourself and to the world. It's a beautiful unicorn in the back. And it's you also seeing the magic of life, right? Of the universe. That's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from a deck that I created for myself. It's called the Great Minds deck. And I actually use it for myself every morning. I pull a card from it, and it's quotes from people that I feel are great minds. It inspires me, it uplifts me. Yeah, Spirit said to share it with you guys. Okay, may I have a card for option 5? Okay, which one? Okay, the bottom one. Okay, so we have this one. And it says, no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life goes on and it will be better tomorrow. Maya Angelou. That's beautiful. That's so uplifting, especially for the message with regards to sharing the information with the collective as to how they can shift their fortunes or change their fortunes for a better future. That is so spot on. No matter how horrible things may seem now, there's always tomorrow to get it right. There's always tomorrow where things can get better, and that is gorgeous. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 6. For those of you who selected the number 6, here's your reading. Okay, let's look at your energy. So we have here card number 12, the Counselor. We have card number 32, richness, marine life. We have the Eight of Cups, letting go. And we have the Knight of Fire or Wands, intensity. Right. Let's see. Right. What I'm getting from this is, for some of you, you are going to be this month giving counsel to friends, family, just people that come into your space. And what it's saying is that do not hold on to the outcome. So the guidance that you're sharing with others, right? Don't hold on too much to an outcome, right? You have to allow the person to make their mistakes or to move towards the outcome that resonates with them. So I really hope that makes sense, because it looks like for this pile, and this is the few that are giving counsel, like advice to others, guidance, is that if a person receives your guidance and the outcome doesn't pan out the way that you want it, you get really upset, you get angry, right? Especially if they didn't follow the steps exactly how you've told them, you get annoyed, you get really angry. And Spirit is saying to let go of that. Let go of the outcome, the expectations, etc. What you're meant to do is to share this richness, this deep wisdom that you have, to share it and then let it go. Especially with the Knight of Wands here, right? You're giving the information, you're giving the guidance, you're sharing this rich wealth of guidance with others, and then you're letting go, you're moving on to the next. It's up to them what they do with it. Okay, now for others, someone is going to be offering you guidance, and it's for you to be open to receiving it. Okay, being open to receiving the guidance and actually letting go of, how can I put this, because it feels like a bull in a china shop with this one. There's an intensity here, right? It's saying like to release rushing into things quickly without thinking things through properly, right? It's saying to actually think things through, or listen, or take on the guidance that is being given to you, because it is valuable. I mean, look at the fish here. Look at all those colors and the varieties, right? So it's saying that you're going to be receiving guidance, and it is one that is going to allow you to really tap into and step into abundance, but definitely do not act in haste. Let go of acting in haste and let go of not worrying about consequences, because this is something where you're going to have to, it requires logic and reason, right? Logic and reason in order for you to step forward. There's a sense of strategizing here. But this guidance is coming from a place of love. It's coming from a good place. So this person, yes, okay, for someone, it's actually, you're in a stagnant energy where you're not doing much, and this person is actually going to be giving you constructive criticism. And that doesn't always bode well with many, but definitely take it into consideration and know that this person is coming from a place of love, right? As a matter of fact, it's coming from spirit. The guidance is coming from spirit, and it's to help you to recognize how abundant you are, right? It's for you to recognize how abundant you are. So please do not take things to heart. Receive the guidance. Receive the guidance, right? Release the hot-headedness. There's so many ways. There's so many options. There's a variety of options and paths that you can take as well. So the guidance that's being offered, that's being given, there's so many angles, there's so many ways that you can apply this. That's what I'm hearing, right? So don't just think, let go of the idea that things has to go one particular way, right? It doesn't. There's a variety, and that's what Spirit wants you to see. They want you to slow down and to see, right? Slow down and to see your options. This person is sharing this with you so that you will know exactly which option to take and which one you're going to move towards, right? Okay. So for some of you, you are the person offering the guidance, and for others, you're receiving the guidance. And it's all meant to help a person step into their power, to reach their maximum potential, or it's for you to do that, right? So let's get some cards. Oops. I'm using the Curious Creatures Tarot by Chrisanne. Get some cards up in here, because what do we have? 12, 32, that's change. 5, 8, change again. So this is a major change, major adjustment here. Then we have 12, 3. Personal development, major changes on your position. Okay, let's get some cards. So we have here the Fool. Exactly. So this is you in flight. So it's not really holding back when taking a leap. We have here the Nine of Pentacles. Exactly. We have the Knight of Wands again. And then we have the King of Swords. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So learning from your past experiences, right? So it could also be someone from your past is sharing this wisdom with you, right? Or you are actually offering compassion to others with the Six of Cups. But with the Fool, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Swords, it's all about you really taking this leap, heeding the messages and actually moving towards it, right? Having a plan of action with the King of Swords, right? A plan on how you're going to move whatever you are working on or whatever the situation is into your favor, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, right? Restoring harmony, but also where you will benefit, right? Where it's for your highest good. So it's also you not worrying too much on the outcome. It's you taking a risk, right? Taking a risk, but how can I put it? An educated one, a strategic one, right? So this feels like you have an outcome, but when it comes to the path, how the path lead or where it leads, every step of the way, that's where there's mystery. And you're okay with it. You're letting go of that need to have that information, right, presented to you. You just know that, okay, I am looking for my abundance, right, in whatever area this applies to, right? And I'm going to plan. Okay, well, planning can mean anything like, okay, I'm going to have to apply for a bank loan, like that type of stuff, or I'm going to have to be saving X amount of money every month from my salary for such and such. It's like that, right? And then you can move from there. But it's saying just definitely take the plunge. It's time to take that leap, right? Take that necessary step to move into your own well-being, but also your abundance. And actually being not worrying about what other people think, especially with the knights, 2 knights here. This is you, this action might be a very bold one, but it's one where, again, it's not reckless. It is not reckless. There's it's slightly controlled, right? Which is beautiful, but this is definitely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get some advice. Okay. So we have here, observe in silence. Ooh. In this situation, you're actually, wow. And we have at the bottom of that, let two become one. So this is like working with another. It could be a romantic relationship where you're coming together, but and this is actually, again, not focusing too heavily on the how you're going to get there, but you will just planning, having an outcome and putting the necessary steps as and when necessary. But it's saying observe in silence. So for some of you, there's someone watching you. So this person that is actually going to come in and offer their guidance, their support, they're watching whatever you're doing right now. And if you're doing something that is wrong, where you're blocking your abundance, they're going to step in and actually share this wisdom with you, especially with the King of Swords. So they're going to communicate with you how you can improve on whatever you're working on or your situation here, right? For someone else, right, this person, we have the fox here, which is the trickster, but some of you might think that what this person is sharing with you is not for your highest good. I'm being guided to say use discernment. Use discernment, right? And whatever guidance they're sharing with you, again, you don't have to take everything on board, but you can take what you feel is necessary, what resonates with you, and apply it, right, to your situation. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what you need to release. What do you need to surrender? Okay, what does option 6 need to surrender? Okay. You have surrender your belief in scarcity. Oh my gosh. It says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Seriously. Releasing scarcity, releasing lack. Letting go of that. Knowing when to move, when to take that leap, and when to listen to guidance. Helpful guidance. Guidance where it will allow you to make the necessary changes to bring in abundance. That's gorgeous. We're going to see what country will offer you insights and inspiration this month. Okay. Okay, Jamaica. Hello, hello. Now, you guys have Jamaica. It says intimacy, rejuvenate, and fun. And with the fox is a trickster, but it's also a card of being playful, right? An animal, sorry. So having more fun, and look at that, the colors are similar. So there's the energy of you creating, right? You actually standing in your power and being inspired to create, to go after your dreams here, to go after things where, again, it will serve you. It will be for your highest good. Now, with Jamaica, like all the other countries for the other piles, you're going to be looking into the country, right? The people, the houses, the architecture, the landscape, the food, the jewelry, the culture, the religion, spirituality, everything, right? Look into Jamaica. Look into Jamaica and see how you can apply some of the information, whatever resonates with you when you're doing the research, and apply it to your month, to your October, or whatever you are working on. You might gain inspiration from that country, which is beautiful. Now we're going to pull a card from a deck that I created. It's called the Great Minds deck. I created it for myself, right? So I pull a card every morning from this deck, and it gives me great insights and inspiration for the day. So Spirit said to share this with you. So these are quotes from great minds, or people that I think are great minds. So let's see, what quote do you have for option 6? I have a card for option 6. says, I've learned that I still have a lot to learn. Maya Angelou. Exactly. We're always learning, guys. Always learning. No one knows it all, right? But that's life. Life is all about learning. And we're learning from the day we are born and to the day we die. We're always learning, right? And the soul is even learning beyond that. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Always being open to learning, but also being open to receiving wisdom and guidance from others, because that too is a part of learning, right? So that is beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your